More, please. R-E-Y-N-D, benji.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Reds. Of course, I am your host, your YouTube messiah, and often imitated, never duplicated superstar Tim Vicious. And we're going to go over Backlash was in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and good God Almighty, man, wow, that's the really short, emphasis on short, abridged version of on Backlash, and just wow. And it was on fire. The fucking crowd sold it more than anything, and you know, I've seen classic tapes of the old blood and guts stuff from Puerto Rico, but man, wow. And not only that, this Backlash was, it's official, it's in the books. It was a sold out show. It was the most watched Backlash in company history out of all the pay-per-views that have had the name Backlash in the title, as well as highest merchandise sales, ticket revenue, all that jazz. It's just, you know, firing on all cylinders. And I honestly chalk that up to the simple fact of demand. While WWE is a global international brand, they work primarily in the continental US. And when they go out and they venture outward, like we'll just say like Germany, Italy, France, Russia, whatever. Just random names. Don't go trying to spin on or take anything serious on that. But just whenever they go somewhere like that, it's always, the crowds are electric and they're just like, whoa! And they put on, the crowd makes the show just as much as the talent. It's, yeah. And Puerto Rico did not disappoint. I think they said this was the first time they had something like that since like 02 or 05. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it was somewhere around that range. So, yeah, again, the whole, they've been demanding and wanting it and wanting it and wanting it for so long and foaming at the mouth, chomping at the bit, and now that they got it, boom, jumped on it. So with that said, now that we're done going over that, and that's short little Professor Tim's quick little lessons on that shit, now let's get into this week's show, Backlash San Juan. First match of the night, Bianca Belair going against Io Sky, and whew, oh good lord, he needed the heart pills here. First and foremost, need to address the first thing in the match. That was the big highlight. The crowd. Again, like I said earlier, the crowd was all fucking for Io. They were cheering for her every which way. Like, and every time Bianca was doing anything, like she could have, like, literally, she did a kip up. She did a kip up like she normally does. And they fucking booed the hell out of her. Like, god damn. It was just, wow. Wow on that part. Just, yeah. It was a great match. Io, she was leading early on at the start with a ground game, keeping Bianca down on the ground. It was a good, and then as the match picked up and it started to move forward, there was some good solid back and forth going on. Match get on, and then at one point, Bailey, sorry, Freudian sideshow, Bailey and Dakota Kai came out, and the other big highlight of the match, the outfit Bailey wore. Oh Lord. One of these days I'm gonna wind up one of these days the heart's gonna give out from this stuff. And then all my exes will be proven wrong in the fact that I do have a heart. That aside though, Bailey and Kai came out. They tried to run some interference, and then at one point, Io actually had Bianca down, did the moonsault, and then Bayley, trying to help, was holding on to the braid, but then was like, holding it. But the ref saw, and then the ref came over, like, yo, what's going on? You can't do that. Come on, get off. And then Io's just looking like, the hell you doing? I got this. I got this. Go on, go. And then when she did that, next thing you know, Bianca then, boom, popped her with a KOD, 1, 2, 3. So your winner and still Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. Now, do need to address, Bianca was not on Raw, so we're definitely going to see her on SmackDown this coming Friday. And what's going on with her and her being the Raw champion still, we got to wait and see. With that said, now next match, we got Omos going against Seth Elizabeth Rollins, because his middle name is not frickin', damn it. And Omos hit right at the start, and Omos, he hit Seth right in mid-chorus of once Seth got in the ring, was having the crowd sing his oh, like, oh, boom, attacked him. Like, ooh. Dude, you don't do that in mid-chorus. That's like interrupting. That's like interrupting Roman in the middle of his shtick. Like, damn, dude. But yeah, and Omos, he was dominating Seth. And Seth was just literally fighting from like the ground up. It was a good match, and I don't understand why people were necessarily against the idea of this match when it was first announced. I think it was just because instead of a match being announced via a television show, it was done via the interwebs through Twitter and all that. And that just kind of confuses me because, the internet fans say they want more, they want this kind of shit, and then you see it, and then it's like, huh? You're complaining about getting... It's like a kid constantly saying they want ice cream, they want ice cream, they want ice cream. And then when you give it to them, they're like, no, I don't want it. The fuck? You just asked for it. They're putting more stuff out there on their social for interactions, for fan interactions. Whether good or bad, they're still getting fan interactions. But, yeah. Either way, Seth, man, he put on a hell of a show, and I'm not just tipping the hat to Omos here because it takes two to dance. Seth, he had his working boots on. He worked a hell of a good match with the big man, and I never thought I'd ever see this, but Omos countered the pedigree by literally just dropping to his knees. Literally. Now, Omos, 7-foot giant, Seth had him, got him, had him, butterflied, went for it, and then Omos countered it by just, boom, dropping to his knees like, how the fuck do you, what? So yeah, match came to an end when Seth, he had to do a curb stomp off the top of the rope to hit him. And yeah, so let's look back on the record for Omos now. People said a match between him and Braun Strowman was going to be shit. It was a good match. People said a match between him and Brock Lesnar was going to be drizzling shits. It was a damn good match. People said the match between him and Seth was going to be shits. Hey, that was a good match. And yes, and full disclosure, I just stole that fucking example from MVP. Because you know why? The man had a fucking point. People keep on shitting and sleeping on this guy. Dude, no, this guy fucking can work. He's a big man that can work. So fucking go for it. Now with that said, next match up was triple threat for the United States title. Bobby Lashley, Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory. And Bobby, he was getting ragdolled by both guys at the start. Bronson and Theory, they were both pretty much tag teaming him like a new guy in prison. Are we allowed to say that joke, Wade? Alright. We're not. He's not sure, so we're just going to leave it in anyway. So, yeah. He was getting tag teamed, and then it was good stuff. And at the start, then, much like all team-ups during a triple threat, it eventually all goes awry at some point. And that meant all three guys that had on there all put on a hell of a performance. And the crowd ate every last inch of it up. It was fucking good. It was phenomenal. Now, match came to an end when Bronson Reed, he did a moonsault off the top. So, let me emphasize that again. Bronson Reed, the big thick boy, the 300 plus pounder, went up to the top rope and did a moonsault. Yes, very much so, just like Bam Bam Bigelow. Did moonsault, winds up missing when he was trying to hit Bobby. Bobby got out of the way, got his bearings, and then wound up doing a spear. And then Austin Theory then tosses Bobby out and then pins Bronson. So, yeah, Theory tosses out. Yeah. Sorry, brain farted for a minute there. Moving forward. Next matchup, Rhea Ripley going against Zelina Vega, and oh my god. Oh, the atmosphere changed completely once Zelina came out. Zelina, she had on all Puerto Rican pride. Her outfit, you remember if you've seen Davey Boy Smith's outfit from SummerSlam in Wembley, picture something like that, but with the Puerto Rican flag is what Zelina Vega had. And that was hell of a cool thing to see, because she had that. Her mom, her brothers, her stepdad and all were out there ringside also. She got a huge cheering standing ovation, and you could see the emotion on her face, like tearing up, like, drink it all in. Drink it in. You fucking earned it. From starting out with doing small town indie shit to working some small stuff in TNA and indies, and then getting in WWE, getting let go, and then getting to come back, and then this being at this point in the career the fucking highlight, fucking one of the highest moments. Outside of being the first and possibly only Queen of the Ring. Just, yeah. As far as the match went, now that I'm done going over all that, let's talk about the match. As far as the match went, at the start, Zelina, she was using her speed, going really good. Zelina, and at one point, she got outside, went to her mom, got the sandal off her mom, and while Zelina outside, Rhea in the ring, threw it with pinpoint accuracy and hit Rhea. And that, okay, aside from that bringing up some really bad PTSD like flashbacks from shit when I was younger and had the sandals and slippers thrown at me, one thing came to mind. Zelina does not have kids. And she threw that with pinpoint accuracy as if she's had experience having to do that. So, the one thing I'm thinking is, Malachi Black has had to probably have done some really stupid stuff at some point, where she's just like, "What did you just do, you stupid motherfucker?" Wham! And then just go and throw it at her. That's all I'm thinking. That is my personal fan theory on that. So with that said, back to the match. After that, Rhea then started playing the power game on Zelina, and it was very much so what you would expect from there. Rhea got the win doing a riptide, but the main story was after that, Zelina, she got up in the ring, licking her wounds, got a literal standing ovation leaving and going into the back from the fans. So, yeah. Fucking awesome. Next up, Damian Priest going against Bad Bunny. And, okay, before I get into the match and break anything down on that, I've never hid my personal feelings about including celebrities into wrestling. I've never really been a big fan of it, just because, and what I mean by that is including in matches. I got the mindset of you protect the business in the sense of you don't just say, oh hey, anyone can do it, you know. No. You gotta actually work to actually have some set of skills, you know. It's just like no different than like if somebody if somebody who sits there and plays Call of Duty for 3 hours a day and says, oh, I could do that kind of sniper training. No, the fuck you can't. You know, that kind of shit. But either way, Bunny I give mad respect for because he put in the work. He did like 6-8 hours a day training non-stop for his first match a few years ago at Mania. And the guy's a fan also, so that definitely shows. He's a fan and he's got passion. He's not just in it for the paycheck. Does everyone love the paycheck, getting a paycheck? Abso-fucking-lutely. But he's also a fucking fan. So that makes it more to the point on why it's good. So he gets it. So, now with that said, Bunny, he came out and, man, if you thought the crowd was nuts for Zelina, whew, it was fucking he got God level ovations to where all I could think is it was like Darkseid saying to Superman after he got the shit beat out of him, I'm many things, but here I am God. Yeah, this dude, yeah, Bunny is on that kind of level. So, Priest, he was leading at the start of the match. Bunny, like I said, he put on a hell of a show. At one point, started working on Priest's leg, and they had a fight started working through the crowd and in the production area. At one point, boom, Priest did a powerbomb through the set of tables. Had to pull him aside. They brought out med crew to take a look at him. Then the match continued. And then when Dominic and Finn came out to go and try and lend a helping hand. Then Rey Mysterio came out. And then Carlito. Which, whew, that was a hell of a pop. The roof blew off. Now, obviously Carlito, being the son of Carlos Colon, yeah, you're gonna get it. He's gonna get that kind of an ovation. But Carlito, he came out, started clearing house, decked Dom, took a bite of the apple, spit in his face because Dom's not cool, and then as Finn and Dom are leaving, then out music hits and out comes another piece of Puerto Rican royalty in wrestling wise, Savio fucking Vega, which, okay, Savio Vega is as old as my dad, and I still would not want to fuck with that man, because that dude is a legit badass, you know? So listen, he ran in Taker's BSK crew, so yeah. But he was out, and then the rest of the LWO came out. Santos, Joaquin, Cruz. And then it was, honest to God, this little segment, it felt fucking over-gimmicked like you wouldn't believe, but it fucking worked so beautifully. You just didn't even care, like, dude, no. This is good. Let it play. And then they all beat the shit out of Finn and Dominic, and then they went to the back, and it was just, yeah, that fucking good. Match then returned. We then returned to the match, and it came to an end when Bunny, he had a chair, just started going ballistic, swinging on him like crazy, and then hit a Canadian Destroyer. And, well, Cole called it the Bunny Destroyer, and have fun with that joke, if you will. And so, yeah, then did that. 1, 2, 3. That was it. So, yeah. Next up, and whew, man, that was a hell of a match. You know, there were some people arguing saying, oh, that should have been the main event. That should have been the main event. That I don't see why that wasn't. Listen, no. I see the argument on why. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm not saying I'm agreeing with you either. I'm just saying, I see your point. That's a very, very, very valid fucking argument. So now with that said, we need a let me up match before we get to the main event. So, trios action. The Usos and Solo Sikoa going against Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Ole! Oh, if only El Generico was alive to see his protege Sami Zayn having such success. Anyways, babyfaces, they were leading at the start with Sami being the punching bag. Solo in forcing himself tagging in, just going over to his brothers, tagging in multiple times, and just like, okay, you noticed that, right? He's not like, it's not like the Usos are doing, yo, come on in. No. They get into, one of them get into a corner, Solo just says, yo, I'm in now, go. Just like, whew. So yeah. Riddle eventually gets the hot tag in, starts cleaning up some, then KO comes in, and then when Kevin Owens comes in, man, he puts on a fucking clinic with all three of them. Not at the same time, mind you, but each one individually, just, whoa, so good. And at one point, Jay winds up getting into a little bit of a screaming match with Solo, and a screaming fight with Solo, because Solo, he goes, forces himself in, starts working on him, and then when Jay turns Solo around, Solo just grabs him and then cocks his hand back ready for the spike, and then Jay's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to do that to me? You're going to do that to me? I'm your blood. I'm your brother. I'm your blood. Let's go get these guys. So yeah, he starts going like that. But eventually, match comes to an end when Solo, he does a blind tag in on, and then does a Samoan spike to Riddle, and that's 1, 2, 3. And then you just see Jimmy celebrating like, yeah, all right, come on guys, we won. Jay just kind of looking like, you raised your fucking hand to me, and Solo just like, this is the job this is the job Tribal Chief wanted me to do. So now we come to main event of the night. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar, and Cody launches all out on Brock right at the fucking start before the bell even rings. And Cody gave himself perfect meme making material, I swear. Cody has become a source of memes like you won't believe. First the rubber chicken at WrestleMania. You know, then after when he's attacking Brock, he's outside. He's walking like he's got a potato chip stuck between his ass and he doesn't want to break it. I hope some of you out there get that reference, because if you're listening and you get it, thank you. But personal joke for some that watch. But either way, he was walking like that, and then got the stairs, slammed it on him, and then the mat, and then started throwing a couple rounds, and then got into the ring. Once they got into the ring, then Brock was leading the pace. At one point, and then Brock started throwing the suplexes, And at one point when Cody, he was trying to just get into the corner to get his bearings. Brock went to get him. Cody, boom, threw the turnbuckle pad off by accident. Notice the quotation marks. And then Brock, he went to go do a running charge. And then Cody, boom, took out his leg. And then Brock, boom, hit the turnbuckle pad and got busted open the hard way. Because there was some speculation and argument over on, did Brock blade? Did he do a blade job? Was it the hard way? You look back and you watch it. There was, short from somebody being fucking invisible and just dragging a razor across him, there was no way he would have been able to do that kind of a blade or have Cody be able to do it on him in that kind of time and speed. Because it was like right around the eyebrow area, like right here where my finger's at. And it was a small one. It was a small one, about maybe, looks like maybe a half-inch cut, half-inch long. But it was the right kind of cut that bleeds. And Brock had Brock's face was like fucking Carrie red. It was like something out of Carrie. He was that kind of red. And it was, my first takeaway once that happened was, why is the ref taking so long to put fucking gloves on? The second you see that much blood in a match, you should just be reaching for gloves right away while doing your job of, are you okay? Can you continue? Can you continue? That kind of shit. Instead of just like waiting for it to pool and then glove up. Just, I have no problem with blood. I just, safety protocols is what I'm getting at, you know. Bloodborne pathogens, hepatitis, you know, that kind of shit. Just be smart. If you're going to have blood in your matches, be smart. But either way, it was a damn good match. Brock was very much so being the beast. Like I said, Brock is a monster. He is a monster that eats other monsters. And how the match came to an end, Brock all beaten and bloodied up. Got Cody, got him in a Kimura, had it locked in. Cody fighting tooth and nail, doesn't want to tap, but he knows his options are tap or have a deal with a broken arm. So what's he do? He rolls his body all the way over to put weight down on Brock's shoulders for a pin, and 1, 2, 3, he gets the win. And then he runs out like, yes, I fucking did it. I told you I was going to do it. And Brock is just looking like, the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? So, fast forward to Monday night in Jacksonville, Florida. Cody has some fun with that. So, Jacksonville. You know, during the pandemic, this place used to be my home. Well, I'll get that reference. So, I said I was going to beat the Beast. I did. So now my sights are set towards that World Heavyweight Championship, which they did 2 triple threat matches to determine who would go to the semifinals, and or not go to the semifinals, who would go to the quarterfinal. Semifinals, because then the semifinals. Sorry, fucking brain fart. I have a hard time reading tournament brackets sometimes. Anyways. They did a triple threat match with Seth, Damian Priest, and I can't remember the third guy now. Holy shit. Yeah. Well, either way, Seth wound up getting the win. The next one was Miz, Cody, and Nakamura, and just as Cody was about to get the win, Brock Lesnar came out, beat the hell out of him, F5'd him onto a table. You see Brock, he's got he's got that stitch on his head. He's got a black eye too. I'm sorry. It was Cody, Miz and Finn Balor. Finn Balor got the win. I apologize. And then Seth won the tournament, won his match later on against Finn. So Seth is going to challenge the winners of the tournament matches coming up this Friday at SmackDown at the Saudi Arabia show. So either way, back to the Brock Lesnar issue. He beat the hell out of Cody and then got a mic. Cody. What do you want to say? You want to say? What do you want to talk about? How about we talk about this? Look what you did to my face. Look what you did to my face. Like, okay, I'm scared now. And then saying he just wants a fight. Not a match. He didn't specify any type of match or stipulation. I want a fight. Which, my first thought was, a fight with Brock Lesnar. One of, if not the most decorated combat sports athletes in the fucking world. Gulp. Nomino Patria, Fiat Spiritus Sancte. Good luck on that. But yeah. So, we're going to get another match between them two at, most likely, at the Saudi Arabia show. I'm all cool with that. So with that said, that is it for this week's show, folks. So please, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back watch some of the episodes when you can. Look for me on the Twitter at @TimVicious. Also, folks, thank you to my executive producer, Alleyway Ben, who did provide the music for this week's show. Make sure y'all check out us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, all that good shit. Details are down below. Also, thank you to LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship Rules as a contributor to the show. A little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and all of the attractive women and a little bit of nothing. Also, folks, don't forget to check out What I've Been Overnight Net for some vicious rants apparel. Help support the show. Help us get an AC over here so that way we can get some proper air cooling in the studios. Because the Vicious Studios, while we got it at a flat rate deal, the downside is very little cooling when it comes to summertime. You know, what do you think I have a Tim Vicious fan here? Also, don't forget to follow these cool ass kids right on the Twitter, getting killer DSB_IV. Diabolical RA Surgery, Curry Pants Dubs in your face. And folks, like I always say, you love me great, you hate me. Fuck you.